In this video, I'm sharing the #1 thing you need in order to start a successful recruiting agency in 2022. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Natasha, the business recruiter. Welcome back to my channel. When it comes to starting a recruiting agency, there are a number of things that you're going to need. And before we jump into this video, I do want you to understand that this video is not meant to be all-encompassing of all of those things or items that you'll need in order to get started. However, the goal is to share the #1 thing that you'll need, in my opinion, in order to have a successful recruiting agency from the very beginning. Keep in mind that the success of your recruiting agency is going to be weighed very heavily on your reputation. And oftentimes, this can actually be pretty tricky to navigate in the very beginning, especially if you also have no recruiting experience in terms of your background. However, this business is all about leveraging what you have in order to drive success. Meaning that I'm not telling you to go out there and fake it until you make it. That's not what the goal is here. The goal is to ensure that you're viewed as a professional, legitimate business from the very beginning. And this is applicable even while you're in that phase of gaining experience and really growing your reputation within the recruiting industry. So with that said, the #1 thing that you need in order to validate yourself as a legitimate recruiting agency is a professional email address. And I know you're probably thinking, well, that's like the most simple thing ever. And it honestly is true. It definitely is. But what people fail to realize is that sometimes the most simple things are the ones that bring you the greatest reward. And establishing a professional email address is the #1 non-negotiable thing that you just have to do in this industry. Think about it. Anyone can go onto google.com and create a Gmail account for whatever email address that they want. There really are no limitations outside of the fact that maybe your email address that you want is already taken. But not everyone is going to take the time to actually create a professional email that's going to coincide with a domain name for their business. And unfortunately, not creating one can actually hurt you more than it can help you. When I worked in corporate America as a recruiter, I was actually surprised by the number of reach outs I would get from general Gmail email addresses versus actual professional ones. And we're not talking just one-off occurrences. This actually happened on a weekly basis. And as a recruiter, I could instantly tell that they had a long way to go in terms of continuing to build their reputation. And the company that I worked for at the time actually loved working with external recruiting agencies. But unfortunately, when it came to those that actually didn't appear to be professional, they weren't selected for us to work with. So it always stood out to me how something so minor could have such a huge impact. When I decided to start my agency, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I had everything all together, because believe me, I went through a lot of trial and errors. However, ensuring that my business appeared to be legitimate and professional was a must for me, especially in the beginning. So as you work to build your own agency, I encourage you to take all of these things into consideration, because you never know how the small thing can actually make the biggest impact to your business as well as your bottom line. Well, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to give me a thumbs up, as well as if you are not subscribed to my channel just yet, then be sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that drop weekly. Also, I'll leave the link to my Facebook group down below in the description box. If you're not in there, then I highly encourage you to join, because we are in there talking all things recruiting. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.